Noah Lyles now has a gold medal in the 100-meter dash at the Olympics. He entered that meet as the favorite because he practically did the same thing at the World Championship a year before. But to be real with you, we should have seen this coming for a long time now, because he was the fastest high school boy for the class of 2016 in that same event. And later, he validated it by winning the World Junior Championship in the 100-meter dash. But he is not the only boy to dominate the high school level. In fact, every single year, somebody earns the title of the fastest boy in the nation. It does put a target on their back every single time they step to the line going forward. And what really happens anyway to all of those boys after their high school careers have ended? Keep in mind, Noah Lyles is the first American man to win the 100-meter dash at the Olympics in 20 years, which means that everybody else who dominated the high school ranks for the past decade and beyond has yet to end up where he did. To make this list as the fastest high school sprinter in any given year, the criteria is simple. You have to run the fastest recorded time in the 100-meter dash that is both FAT and wind legal, and it also has to show up on either MileSplit or athletic.net. And this video is a remake of one that I made more than a year ago, because a lot has changed since then, in case you weren't paying attention. So here is a breakdown of what happened to the fastest high school boy in the 100-meter dash every single year for the past decade and beyond. Some names that you might recognize and others you've likely forgotten, because it doesn't really matter how fast you start as much as it does how well you finish. And the year 2024 gave us the most recent entry to this list. Christian Miller out of Florida ran the fastest high school time in the nation, not just for this year, but in history. He went 9.93 seconds in the 100-meter dash. He then proved it wasn't a fluke by breaking the 10-second barrier again at the New Balance National meet. And then he went on to the Olympic trials, where he qualified for the final against all the pros. To clarify, not even one college-level runner got that far in the trials. He was committed to run for the University of Georgia in the SEC, but after the trials, he made it clear that he is turning professional. So from this point on in his career, the only championship meet that really matters is qualifying to make Team USA for either the World Championships or the Olympics themselves. But the year 2023 is controversial, because technically, Christian Miller would be the fastest high school boy for that year. But that's not what we saw with our eyes, because Isaam Asinga, who also competed out of Florida, was the fastest boy on the clock, and it really wasn't close. So yes, the high school record used to belong to him. He even went as fast as 9.83 seconds wind assisted, which had never been done by a junior athlete before. And if it sounds too good to be true, I'm not saying that it wasn't. I'm just saying that from that point till now, he has been suspended. First it was a short suspension, and he committed to compete for Texas A&M. But while he was enrolled there, the suspension was extended for 4 years. So it's really unclear if we're ever going to see him on the track again, but it's not going to happen anytime soon. But the year 2022 belongs to McCallum. He competed out of North Carolina and ran 10.13 seconds wind legal. After that moment, he signed with the University of Tennessee, and from that point up until now, he's become the fastest American-born runner at the college level. But notice I had to say American-born. He went 9.94 seconds wind legal in 2024, but didn't get an NCAA medal to show for it, although he did technically qualify for the Olympic trials. But his college career isn't over, and I am sure he has every plan on going faster in the future. But if you're new here, I want to say thank you for even making it this far into the video. And I'm Coach Rob, the founder of SCArecruiting.com, where I rank the best track and field recruits across the entire nation. And if anything that I say actually connects with you, it is always greatly appreciated if you would please like and subscribe. But if I don't, just let me know in the comment section, because I try to read them all. Yet in 2021, Jaylen Slade once again competing out of Florida was the fastest high school boy in the nation. He went 10.09 seconds in a race he ran against professional athletes. He later qualified for the Olympic trials that year, but got hurt at the trials itself. He did sign a professional contract, though he never ran in college, but something fell through with that deal, because the only time that we've ever seen him run on the track between then and now has been doing so as an unattached runner, and he hasn't come close to the times he was running in high school. Yet the year 2020 was a shortened track season for everybody, But I really don't think it would have mattered, because Erriyon Knighton was the fastest high school boy for that year in the 100. He only ran 10.29 seconds early in the season. But we know just how good Erriyon Knighton is, because he turned professional before completing high school. But he doesn't run the 100-meter dash that much at that level. It's hard to believe that he's still not 21 years old yet, but he's a two-time Olympian and the World Championship medalist in the 200-meter dash, with a whole bunch of races left to run. And if there ever was a year that you might remember, it's probably 2019, because Matthew Boling out of Texas was the fastest high school boy in the 100-meter dash that year. He actually ran the fastest high school 100 ever recorded under all conditions. That was 9.97 seconds at that moment. But his wind legal best was 10.11. He went on to compete for the Georgia Bulldogs, where he would long jump, as well as run any sprinting event between the 100 and the 400. He won 2 NCAA titles, but that was indoors in the 200-meter dash only. In 2023, he did win a gold medal at the World Championships, but that was competing on the mixed relay for the 4x4. He also ran that same event at the World Championship event again indoors, but that was on the men's 4x4, where he got silver. And if you haven't figured it out yet, since he turned professional in 2024, the 400-meter dash is now his main event. He was there at the Olympic trials, he just didn't make Team USA, so no doubt he's going to continue on competing as a pro. But your guess is just as good as mine, which events he'll be running in the future. And believe it or not, for the years 2017 and 2018, Anthony Schwartz, once again from Florida, was the fastest high school boy in the nation for the 100-meter dash. He ran 10.15 as a junior and 10.09 as a senior, but he also played football and went on to compete at Auburn in the SEC. To be real with you, he barely ran track while he was there. He didn't put down the same times he was running in high school, and he continued focusing on football all the way to getting drafted by the Cleveland Browns. That was in 2021, but he later got cut in 2023 and has struggled to make an NFL roster heading into the 2024 season. And I probably shouldn't have to remind you of this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. In the year 2016, as well as 2015, Noah Lyles was the fastest high school boy in the 100-meter dash. He did that competing out of the state of Virginia. He actually competed for the same high school that Remember the Titans is based off of, and he made the Olympic trials in 2016. But you already know how good he is now, because he turned pro and never looked back after it. And now, he has gold medals at the World Championships and the Olympics to prove it. He's made it clear that he has very lofty goals for his career, and the only things left for him to do is either A, break a world record in the 100 or the 200, or else complete the sprint triple at the Olympic Games specifically. And he's got Los Angeles 2028 to pull it off. And the year 2014 was unique, because technically we had 2 really fast boys for that season. I'll give you both of the names and explain why. The first is Trentavis Friday, who ran 10 flat win legal in the 100-meter dash. He went on to win the World Junior Championship in the 200-meter dash, and started off his college career at Florida State. He only ran there for 1 season and underachieved. He chose to turn pro immediately thereafter, but nothing went according to plan from that moment going forward, because he struggled to regain the form that he had competing at the junior level. And we've seen nothing else from him on the track since the year 2020, and we probably never will. But Kendal Williams was the other Florida sprinter, who didn't go as fast as Trentavis Friday on the clock, but qualified for the World Junior Championship anyway, and won the event in the 100-meter dash. He actually beat Trayvon Bromell to pull it off, who was the NCAA champion in the 100 from that season. He also started his college career at Florida State, and won ACC championships while he was there, but soon transferred to Georgia. He never won an NCAA championship individually, but did win an SEC conference championship in the 100-meter dash, which is almost as hard to do. And today he runs professionally for Adidas, and has proven himself to be a threat to make USA Championship finals. He was even in the final again at the Olympic trials. He's just never made Team USA once he got there. And it shouldn't be a shock anymore that the final name on this list from the year 2013 is Trayvon Bromell himself. Once again, from the state of Florida. He broke the 10 flat barrier wind assisted, but ran 10.27 seconds wind legal. And the year after, as I've already said, became the NCAA champion as a freshman. That is very hard to do in the 100-meter dash. Not one man between then and now has pulled that off. He turned pro after his sophomore season, but only lost the NCAA title that year because Andre DeGrasse of Canada was in the race. And between then and now, he's become a 2-time Olympian and a world championship medalist. His only gold medal on the world stage came indoors in the 60-meter dash, and he battled major injuries, specifically one to his Achilles, so the races he's run between 2023 and now are not a true reflection of his talent. But he has still run 9.76 seconds in the 100-meter dash, and nobody has gone faster than that since Usain Bolt last retired in 2017. So if you've ever wondered what state produces the best high school sprinters, you probably already know the answer, because all but 3 boys on this list represented the state of Florida. But ironically, the only man on this list to win an Olympic medal of any color is Noah Lyles himself, and he does not rep for the state of Florida. The truth is that becoming the fastest high school boy is a great accomplishment, but all it really means is that you have great talent and great potential, which doesn't mean a whole lot if that potential is never realized. A lot of things have to go your way, combined with your work ethic, to outrun the target it puts on your back, because all the top sprinters who did not make this list have already found out that it really doesn't matter anymore how fast you start, as much as it does how well you finish. SCA Track and Field gear is here. Fast is a lifestyle, and what you wear should reflect that. Order yours at scarecruiting.com/shop, or use the link in the description below. It's a huge support to me and this channel, so I can continue to make you more content like this. And remember, it is always greatly appreciated if you would please like and subscribe.